Susie Cavanagh from Warwick, Rhode Island, on Tuesday at the WAPT's Kathy Whitworth Championship. Susie, just tell me, your thoughts going into this week and, being here at Trophy Club.
Yeah, looking forward to the week. A lot of history here. I mean, Kathy
Hmm.
Whitworth did so much for our game, so I
Yeah,
mean that's a really cool.
yeah, all her
Yeah,
memorabilia is over there. A lot
yeah, I
of
know
it.
all the trophies and stuff are here. So yeah, looking forward to the course is in great shape. Played it yesterday, and yeah, just
Yesterday.
looking forward to a good week.
Nice. So how has your season been so far? I know there's only a few more WAPT tournaments left. And how it's been playing on, the WAPT tour. Like, you're from Rhode Island, you come all the way out here to, like, Arkansas, Illinois, and Texas to play. So just tell me about that.
Sure, yeah. I've had a great season results wise. I kind of struggled a
Hmm.
little bit on the leaderboard, but it's been good kind of learning. I mean,
Yeah.
I've learned a lot out here. I've had a lot of fun this year. It's a long way to travel, but I've had a lot of fun because I have three of
Yeah.
my former teammates out here.
Okay.
So we're kind of traveling together, get to hang with them a lot. So it makes it a lot better. I mean, the travel can be tough, but I drove first half of the season. Now I'm starting to fly a little bit more.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been nice kind of having them to travel with. So it's been good.
Nice. So you still live in Rhode Island?
Yeah, in the summertime. In the winter,
Okay.
I'm down in Florida.
Okay.
Rhode Island's not so conducive to golf
So
in the
how is
winter.
so how is it, being from Rhode Island, living in Rhode Island to, travel all the way and come here and play like in Texas and, you're in Arkansas and Illinois.
Sure, yeah, it's been a little different. I mean, the heat obviously is one thing. I think it's good prep for Q school because we're in Palm Springs in the end of August, so it's
Okay, you're
the
gonna
heat.
play in that?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So the heat is
cool.
kind of a good. I think it's a good kind of warm up for that, get you ready. But yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Being in Florida in the winter, I get to drive a lot to the first few events, first half of the season. But now flying a bit more, it's a little tougher to travel. But like I said, having my buddies out here, it makes it a lot
Yeah.
easier.
So you grew up in Warwick, Rhode Island. Tell me about growing up in Warwick, Rhode Island, and how you got started playing golf. Like, what age did you begin playing, and just some early golfing memories.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, being in Warwick, it was good. I mean, I had a
Yeah.
great childhood growing up there. I started playing golf when I was probably 11 or 12. I played a lot of sports,
Yeah.
mainly hockey.
Hmm.
But I'd play golf in the summertime. My parents were lucky enough to be at a club, and I get to hang out there and
Hmm.
play a ton, kind of learn the game. They just drop me off, and I just bang balls all day.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dad kind of got me into it early. But I didn't play a lot of tournaments till I was much older. So,
Okay.
but it was good to kind of start young and get my swing going early.
Nice. And growing up, you played field and ice hockey growing up. So just tell me about playing those two sports and how did you like transit? I know you played 1 year, of ice hockey in college, which we'll get into. But how did you make the transition from field and ice hockey to golf? And just tell me about playing those two sports growing up.
Sure, yeah. Played ice hockey from a very young age. My whole family kind of played. So I started on skates when I was probably like 4 or 5.
Okay.
So played that all through high school. Field hockey I picked up in high school because it was kind of something to do, get me in shape
Okay.
for hockey season. But I loved it. It was couldn't be as aggressive, I guess, as ice hockey, but I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. And then in the spring, like I said, I played golf, but the transition from hockey to golf was a big kind of after my freshman year. I ended up going to UConn to play ice hockey.
Yeah.
And so then I had a pretty good summer playing golf that summer after that and won some state tournaments and then kind of decided that I could have a future in golf and I could, maybe get a
Okay.
scholarship playing in college, which I ended up doing. So
Yeah.
that worked out great for me.
Nice. So as you mentioned, you played 1 season of hockey at UConn.
Hmm.
Tell me, you grew up in Rhode Island, so it's probably an obvious question. UConn's a great school, it's right
Hmm.
by Rhode Island. But what drew you to UConn, and how was your 1 season playing
It was great. I
college
mean,
hockey?
yeah, I loved it. I mean, college hockey, it's a lot of fun. Playing on a team like that, there's nothing quite like it. I think, the locker room environment, playing on a team when you're
Yeah.
grinding it out together. I loved it. It was pretty close to home, so my family got to see a lot of games.
Okay.
I get to play in every game. I dressed every game, so that was really cool as a freshman. Yeah, it was great. I mean, I loved being kind of close to home. But it's tough on the body playing hockey over
Yeah.
and over. So I mean, it was kind of a good transition for me
Yeah.
to switch over to golf.
Then after UConn, you transferred to Oregon State.
Hmm.
Tell me about why did you decide to transfer? Then you decided to stick to golf. So just tell me about why did you transfer to Oregon State and how was your time at Oregon State?
Sure. Yeah. When I decided to switch to golf, I ended up going down to Florida. I caddied a bit in the winter,
Okay.
and then that following summer, I qualified for the USAM,
Mhm.
which was out in Portland, Oregon,
Mhm.
and that's honestly where the coaches saw me play. They kind of came out and watched me play there in Portland, and I must have showed them something good enough where they ended up, kind of offering me. So I wasn't really trying too hard to get recruited, but that one kind of just luckily fell into my lap, and I was really really fortunate to be able to go play college golf in the Pac-12. So it's a long way away from home, but I had great support system there, and playing Pac-12 golf was pretty special. So
Yeah.
I was very fortunate.
Well, unfortunately, I have to say, I'm an ASU fan because I grew up in Arizona, so.
Fair, yeah.
But there's no more
I was gonna
Pac-12
say
anymore.
no more Pac-12, so it's
I
kind
don't
of
know where Oregon
over.
State's going. I know ASU is going to the Big 12. That's what
Yeah, they're kind of. I think they're kind of floating right now. I don't know if they've kind of found a home, but yeah, we'll see where they end up.
Yeah, I interviewed ASU's coach actually when I was starting, so I was pretty surprised.
Oh, nice. That's a good. Yeah,
Missy
great. That's a good.
Farke.
Yeah, she's great. She's
Um,
awesome.
and so that was pretty special for me. Let's talk about some of your success, outside of college and all that. You won two Rhode Island's women's amateurs, 2014 and 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about those. How special is it to win in your home state?
Yeah, I mean, winning in your home state, I don't think there's something that quite compares to that. You always want to win your state tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were kind of early on in my competitive golf career.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know quite what I was getting into or what I was doing. But yeah, it was nice to get a couple of those under my belt. And you see some of the names, at least I see some of the names in my trophy that they have. There's some really impressive names on there. So cool to be a part of that.
Yeah. Then you won the Connecticut Women's Open this year at Madison. Just talk to me. What was it like to win? A Women's Open in Connecticut. Playing against the amateurs and the professionals. And there was a few WT players, so pretty good field there. Just tell me, what was it like to win?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great tournament. Madison Country Club was a beautiful, beautiful venue,
Yeah.
and they did a great job there. Yeah, nice to have pretty decent field there, and for me to kind of break through, get my first professional win. That one felt good. Yeah, so that was kind of a good kind of just get that under my belt and figure that out.
Okay.
Winning can always be hard, so at any level, but to kind of get one done was nice. Yeah, nice to do one close to home. I had a good friend in the bag caddying, so that would made it that much more special. Nice. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, even if it's only a state open, still it's your first pro win. So
yeah, any win is a good one. So
yeah. Finally, you're a professional golfer playing on the WT tour. What are some goals you have with golf, or do you not like to set goals? You just like to try to play good golf in tournaments.
No, I mean I've got goals for sure. I mean I want to play. I want to play at the highest level. Obviously that's the end goal. The intermediate goals in there are just for me doing the best I can each tournament, sticking to my process. Those are smaller goals, but yeah, I'd like to do well at the next level for sure. I definitely have goals in there, but week to week, just trying to stick to what I can do, stick to what I can control, and then let the chips fall where they may.